Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new mastery coming to Titan Quest 2. Introducing a new mastery, the Forge Mastery. It's about time you had some new ways to play the game, right? Soon you can just do just that. The Forge Fantasy. As a Forge user, you will be embodying some of the qualities of the god Hephaestus. Hephaestus. How do you say that? Hephaestus. Got it. Particularly when it comes to being crafty blacksmith and inventor, you will be using your divine powers to manipulate your weapon, armor, and armor mid-battle. As well as deploy armed devices. And boy, let me tell you, they're slicey and dicey. Expect to be particularly tanky when heavily leaning into the forge, with your damage mostly coming from not from yourself but from your devices. In order to use most forge abilities, you will need to collect garbage. I mean, divine core resource. It's like little scrap pieces on the ground. We'll see them later. Rather than relying on your energy. This means that some of your energy budget is free to use by your other mastery if you build your character right. Greatly encouraging synergistic ability usage. As an example, you may use this to enhance your devices with the different damage types triggered by your ability usage. Nice. Be unbreakable. Well, mostly anyways. The Forge Mastery will offer you passive and active abilities to increase your armor, resistance, and health. Yeah, the first passives, don't ask me how I know. The first passive literally has armor, health, and something else. It's 3 like just percent passives. It's crazy. Between your core stats and your active abilities, enemies will have difficult time taking you down. But even beyond that, you will be able to make use of retaliation damage, essentially reflecting a fraction of enemies' damage. In essence, while your devices deal with enemies, you will be able to just take it like a champ and have more than enough time to hit enemies with further abilities. What if you just really want to be a glass cannon and play into cross-mastery synergies by adding in devices? You could stay out of trouble and let those do a lot of the work while you can still unleash your other abilities as normal. No need to focus on defensive aspects. You could simply pull enemies right into your AoE abilities and devices without much risk of your own skin. Showcasing some abilities. Yo, let's see some. Yo, it's the spinny traps. Slice. If you haven't seen that, get cut. Here's the infused blade trap. You can see when you turn a buff on, when you use a lightning skill, your next trap gets boosted by lightning. The lightning skill, next one, lightning blades. And by the way, I should point out, you will increase its lightning damage. In this, you can see on the skill tree here, he doesn't have Storm Nimbus active, so that would further boost lightning damage of your trap. So, you know, no worries there. This is blade trap and oh yeah, get over here. That's awesome. I don't know if you guys can see, but in this clip, here, these little floaty bits right here, that's the scrap. You gotta collect garbage. This number here, that's the amount of garbage that you can use. So your traps, I think by default cost 5 divine garbage to place down a trap. By default, you can increase the cost, that kind of thing. But so that's what that buff is. That's what this scrap is. What do we got next? Ironclad. Yo, Ironclad is like, I just want to tank some damage. Check this out. He activates. There it is. Look, it's basically Colossus form without growing in size. So if you guys want to just eat some damage, this number 2 ability is.
Hello.
Watch how slow he is. That's so cool. I love that so much, dude. Okay, so those are that's a quick preview of the Forge Mastery coming very soon, like very, very soon. In addition to, we also got an update on what's coming. Relics and charms, baby. You guys knew it was happening. I couldn't keep my mouth shut. Well, I mean, I didn't breach any NDAs, or I mean, I don't have. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to call my lawyer, but you knew it was coming. Look at this. Zeus's Thunderbolt, Boarhide, best in the game. Best in the game. Look at this, boys. If you guys aren't excited about the Forge Mastery, I get it, but be excited about Relics and Charms. We have another layer of things to collect. We'll go over the notes here in a minute, but specifically Relics and Charms, they both only have 3 completions, right? It's not 3 versus 5 versus 3 versus, you have to memorize which one's 5 versus 3. They're all 3, which is good, easy to remember. They can freely be removed without losing the item or without paying gold, right? So you don't lose anything. And you can use them just like in TQ1. You can use them partially complete or with their completion bonus. And there are, I think it's relics. There are 2 tiers right now of relics. There will be advanced level of tier relics. Let's go over the patch notes to clarify things. In our last post, we previewed the Forge Mastery, which you'll be able to play very soon. Today, we're happy to announce Charms and Relics. They will be included in that same update. Delicious. We know that this has been an often requested feature, so let's get into it and give an overview of what it's about. Good. What are Charms and Relics? Yo, look at the art, dude. It's so cool. So yeah, you can see 3 completion makes a completion for a relic and a charm. They add a new layer to the itemization in Titan Quest 2. They are socketable items that can be slotted into your gear for additional effects, and almost every item can hold one. You can find them as fragments that already have decent effects, but once you combine 3 of the same fragments, they unlock a powerful completion effect. Delicious. In the currently released content, you can find 20 charms and 19 relics, but more will be added in the future, obviously. Excellent. So let's just take a look at this. We've got Ichthian Fin, Hollow Fang, and Membrane Wings. You guys can see increased cold damage, goes on all weapons. Hollow Fang does increase vitality damage, goes on all weapons. You can also see there is only 1 completion bonus, and it shows what that bonus is. So we don't have to, like, you know, we just have to learn it once, and then it's in a database. You don't have to, like, use your memory. Lastly, Membrane Wings, 10% glancing hit chance, 6% increased casting speed. These bonuses here, increase ailment duration, increase base weapon damage. Yo, that is sick. Holy. Increase attack speed, and summons have 6% increase all speed. So you guys could see already, like, these alone are, like, huge. These alone are huge, right? And then this one goes torso or leg armor. So you can also see there's this is in game behind the tooltip. The second tab is available to be used, and then it's specifically for relics and charms. Okay, so let's see what the words have to say for us. Charms are small trinkets and objects that are dropped by certain creatures. So he's talking about the difference between a relic versus a charm. Boar hides are charms. Valor of Achilles is a relic, right? So boar hide charm, you would have to hunt boars, whereas necrotic bones you can only be dropped from skeletons. Their effects offer you a nice way to round out your character with stats resistances you might be missing or want to stack up on further. If you want to farm them efficiently, worth taking note of high concentration of certain enemy types and focus your efforts there. Delicious. So yeah, here's some more bonuses. These are all relics, I believe. Yeah. Rage of Ares, Zeus Thunderbolt, Demeter's Duality. Completion bonus while below 50% health, gain 8% increased total damage. While above 50% health, regen 0.5% of your maximum health every second. This goes on necklaces. Yeah, this is brilliant. This is so cool. So you got a notification here, 1, 2, and 3 bubbles. You also see the complete relic here. Zeus's Thunderbolt attacks and cast speed by 10%, increase lightning damage by 75%. Sheesh. And then completion bonus is the first hit on non-boss enemy has a 5% chance to instantly kill it. Zap. Oh man, this goes on all weapons. So sick. Rage varies, 20% increased strike and pierce damage, 5% reduced strike armor and pierce armor. Yo, it's got a kiss and a curse. You guys can see the negatives are in red. Oh, so good. It's so good. Completion bonus here is while an enemy dies and your summons when an enemy dies, you and your summons gain 5% increased speed for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Sheesh. That's so cool. And then this goes on armor. Okay, so relics are powerful divine objects that are much rarer than charms, but also offer stronger effects. While they can be farmed from all enemies, different relics and more are more likely to be found in certain parts of the world. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, it's just like that in TQ1. Their basic stats are stronger than charms, but especially their completion bonuses. Yeah, we just saw that. They offer unique effects that are comparable to the unique effects on epic items. Yeah, that makes sense. They seem like a little bit more epic, if that makes sense. Due to this, you can only equip a limited amount of them on your character, so choose wisely and make sure to farm the best set for your build. Interesting. How to use charms and relics? This is a good little tutorial. Charms and relics are stored in a new section of your inventory. This way they don't clutter your normal inventory space, so they're showing that off here. Normal tab on the left. Right, here's your inventory, and second tab on the right above here. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so depending on the individual charm or relic, you can equip them in certain parts of your gear. We already saw that. Some go on weapons, some go on necklaces. Some, this is very normal. Some go in rings and such. Putting a charm or a relic onto your gear is easy. You can also take them out whenever you want without losing them or the item. Delicious. This way you can experiment with them and don't have to be afraid of stocking your precious relics to see how they perform with your build. The future of charms and relics. For now, both only appear in their basic rarity. This is what I was talking about before. They're going to have multiple types. And listen to this. If you guys haven't read this, listen. In the future, we will add higher rarities, delicious, to them and make their effects much stronger. These will also be much harder to get and require use of a ritual system. Dude, you're going to have to play the hard mode to get the hard items. Yes. We will also be adding new charms and relics whenever we release new content. Makes sense. Chapter 4 relics come with Chapter 4, that sort of thing. This is pretty normal. Expect more cool effects to round out your gear and improve your characters. We're looking forward to your feedback and hope this edition will spice up the loot hunt and itemization considerably. Titan Quest 2 team. Yo, you guys are cranking. Okay, that's my TQ news. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What are you guys excited most about? Me personally, I'm excited for Relics and Charm the most, but followed closely by New Mastery. The New Mastery is going to be dope. Trust in Zeus. Zeus told me, and it's going to be good. Okay, that's it. See you guys in the next one. Bye.